for it.
Wait for
Almost
what?
here. The story is coming.
What story? You're a kid. Oh, a Square story.
I'm
Oh,
scaring
wait!
people.
This was before they sucked.
Yep.
There was a time in the era of great chaos.
Yes, Daddy.
When the Earth and the Moon were at war with each other.
Oh, I like
wait,
that
what?
story, Daddy.
What?
Yeah, I guess the Earth and Moon. It's a dystopian future where the
Daredevil
Earth and the Moon are fighting.
piloted a bizarre
So the Earth craft.
It
So
was
so
feared.
from Earth
and because of its shape,
came
called
a pilot.
Einhander.
Einhander is German, I believe, for one-handed, as in the ship that we're piloting looks like a warrior wielding a sword with one hand, ergo Einhander.
Huh?
And this is SquareSoft making a shoot 'em up.
Ooh. You know, back then Square did have a thing of taking certain genres and then, twisting them on their heads.
And I will say, this is actually a really good game. But I will also say, do not expect this game to hold back any punches. Welcome.
Well, it is
to
one-handed.
Einhander. Welcome back to Einhander. That's right. It'd be impossible to hold back a punch if you only had one hand to do it.
Yeah,
So,
really.
well, that's it. Let's just get right to it. So, yeah, this is SquareSoft, 98. Back when they were free to do crap and not feel like they had to be limited to only their publisher.
Yeah, or their ridiculous expectations. And look at Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 3, it's going to be really hard. I don't know how Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be able to release.
Oh no,
it.
dude, the story's gonna blow ass, but everyone's gonna enjoy it anyway, just for the fancy spectacles
Oh, it's
and
going to be
gameplay.
fun. You can finally have more than 2 party characters. It'll be fun. Anyway.
It'll be a freaking smash fest with all your favorite Disney characters.
And Toy Story, and where it actually looks like you're playing a freaking Toy Story movie, because you have the models. Anyway, so sorry. Let's get to Einhander. So
Also makes me feel glad Jordy's not in this video. Otherwise, we'd be talking about it all day.
sorry. So this is the
I'm here
Einhander that I'm
instead.
piloting. Hey, CD. So this is the Einhander that I'm piloting here. Celia's here because she is our resident appreciator of shoot 'em ups, like I am at times. So this is how Einhander works. So also the music is amazing in this game, by the way.
God, this is like
Yeah,
something straight out of
sounds like
it sounds
it.
like something straight out of Parasite Eve.
Yeah, or Akira. So here's what's happening in front of you on screen. So there are different weapons to fill my gun pods, which are in the lower left. I can swap between them with, I believe, the triangle button. No, I think it's the circle button, or one of them. I forgot already. Oh
What was
dear.
that?
The Fallen.
Oh my God.
What?
It's a commercial sign.
What
So-
does it all mean?
And then perspective changed. How can be? So
Actually,
So
I know
there-
I've played this game like once, but very briefly. I could be wrong, but doesn't this game technically run at 60 frames?
it felt like it did at least.
All right.
And I would assume it has to, especially for accuracy, trying to dodge some of these
It looks
pilots.
like it does.
well,
So,
yeah.
but I always
Unfortunately,
render
we
my
are
videos at
working
it.
with a 30-frame video just because that's a preference for Logan and I. So
I
Yeah.
honestly, it's because I've tried and I can never make 60 frames per. I've never been able to make a 60 frames per second video just look good though for some reason.
it usually works for me,
Yeah.
but it also takes a while to do. So
Like
I don't
Recording
really blame
Galaxy,
you
for
for doing it.
example, it couldn't be at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, 'cause you were-
it just looks so terrible.
Well, weren't you using like a dated recording
There's
software?
a mid boss.
Dated what?
Never mind. We'll get to that later. Anyway, here's our mid boss.
Oh dear. So,
He brought his own guns.
oh yeah, careful. I don't know what the hitbox is. I want to assume the hitbox is the size of your vehicle, so be careful. The
Possibly.
Gradius. No little hitbox for you like in Toho.
Oh.
That's just.
So-
Oh, actually, wait. That's not good.
So yeah, so anyway, so there we go, he's dead. If you ever hear a wah sound as you're hitting red, that means you found a critical damage point.
Oh.
Focus on it. Anyway,
Oh, wow.
onto the actual mechanics
Oh,
itself,
crap,
because I don't have
headphones.
much
Spreader.
time. So onto the mechanics itself, because I don't have much time, because unfortunately I'm not the best. This is the first time I've touched this game in years. So you have 3 different gun pods that you can swap out for however many. You can swap them out. I could have all Vulcans. I could have all cannons. I could mix them up.
Oh, nice.
But you can swap them out at your leisure. Oh, by the way, if you notice my jets like glowing white and swapping, that's because an interesting fact.
Whoa.
Careful.
Easy
Sorry.
there.
That was because an interesting factor of this game was that by hitting the L2 and R2 buttons, think of it like running a stick shift. and I can swap between. I can manually change how fast the Einhander moves around on screen.
Oh, interesting.
Careful, Seely.
Sorry, just moving stuff out of the way.
What are you doing in the game anyway, Seely? There's a freaking gun riot out there.
I'm being
Right,
a
we're
cat
trying
and
to-
I'm knocking stuff over.
I'm trying to pilot this thing, and you're knocking my comic books and my mugs all on the floor. Here we go.
Have a kitty cat. And then this. Deal with it.
And this is that music that I finally learned about. Okay, let's focus on it.
Oh wait, I think I heard this before.
Yeah, I know. This music was like, this is what that music's from.
What music? From what?
I just don't know where I first heard it. Anyway, careful. Laser beam.
That's actually kind of suggestive. I look at it that way.
Well, that's actually kind of gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow!
Thanks, Einhander. I can never unsee that. Well, and neither can he.
All right, we have one more fighter left. There are continues, and crap, now I have no more gun pods, so I can't show off more of the game. So there's a gear shift, and the little dongle thing that's hanging off me, the quote-unquote one-hand Einhander thing itself, I can swap it between the lower position or the upper position, which, depending on which weapon I have equipped, can change how that weapon is fired. Like, for instance, the Vulcan could be aimed to aim at things below me. I could swap it to the upper position to have it like actually target in on enemies. The spread shot, if I have it in the lower setting, it will actually shoot behind me, or it could be shooting in front of me. So there is a neat little ways to mix and match how you fight by using different weapon pods and by using them in different positions on the Einhander.
Yep. Good old reliable gyro Einhander.
Careful. So now, have you played this game much, James?
I tested it out like a few years ago. It looked fun, but I wasn't really compelled to go back to it for whatever reason.
Alrighty. I mean, I definitely think for a PS1 game, it looks really nice.
Oh, no doubt. Like, I mean, from what I've seen, it looks awesome. It's just that I've got way too many other games to focus on right now. I just did not have the time or motivation to do so.
That's fair. I know
Speaking
at
of
one
which-
point.
Speaking of which, sorry, I'll let you finish your thing for later. But that being said, like someday I really need to get around to finishing another Square title. That's Musaki.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we just defeated our first boss.
Oh
Yay.
shit!
Hey!
Well, fine. Anyway, we'll just go forward into the next stage, where I die. Sorry to say.
Aw.
So, and you get more, and you get a little score at the end. There's a whole thing. Oh, we're chasing after a train. So, what else was I gonna say? So yeah, there's definitely replayability with the different weapons you can have, and that's about it.
Then you also have, if I had noticed, you actually have the, access to like two other Einhander units.
Oh yeah,
before
that's
you
right.
start the game.
That's right. You could swap out for having 2 gun pods. You have only 1 gun pod, but you have multiple machine guns. Like, there's definitely a lot of replayability, I think, with different play styles.
It looks like
And
it.
yeah, and some of these enemies, as you can see, just exist to give me power-ups.
Yeah, they're just cannon fodder.
Speaking of cannon,
Yikes.
and a wasp, which is like a rocket launcher, I think.
Ah, finally, a good use for nature's assholes.
Yep, just gotta be careful. Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa.
Ah, shoot, getting caught in the crossfire here.
There we go. So, what else was I gonna say? My exposure to this game started actually back during my sophomore year of college. I think that one friend of ours, Celia Cassidy, like she was like, if you're gonna stream something, you gotta try this game out. So I tried it out on EPSXE.
Oh, Cass?
Yeah, Cass. So I tried it out on EPSXE. I think she wanted me to try it because she saw that I was really like into the Tohos and stuff. So anyway, so I tried it on EPSXE, and not for nothing. Oh yeah, by the way, we have to focus on the command terminal to get past
Oh,
this little
jeez.
mini boss. There it goes.
You know, it might be a good time to actually start using your little Einhander there.
Yeah, I gotta start using the different positions to make it look right. Anyway,
So wait, so remind me again. Can you move the Einhander like up and down, or can you move it like all around?
you can go up, down, left, and right. Oh, you mean the actual? Oh, you mean the actual Einhander switch itself? You can
Yeah.
You can only swap between top and below.
Oh, okay.
So right now it's on top. In the next section, I can swap it to go below if I want to focus on things below me.
Okay, that makes sense.
You just the idea is that you just want to like you swap around to have it pointed at things you want. So like for instance, there we go. That's working more to my liking. Anyway, so I tried this game out on EPSXE, which the first couple stages were actually pretty fine. Then came a water boss.
Oh.
And I was doing pretty well. Like I died a few times, had to use a continue, but I was doing pretty well to not get a game over. You get 10 continues and 2 lives each, and once you're done, that's it. Game over. You gotta start over. Not panders. It plays to the shoot 'em ups like of the old arcades pretty nicely.
Yeah, like
But,
Gradius.
Yeah, but there was a underwater
Hedgehog.
That actually may come in handy for if I need to hit something below me or directly above me. But for now, let's do a different weapon cannon. But then came a water boss, like a boat, and it actually really helped because it fired a bunch of projectiles. But the game chugged something fierce. Like we're talking like it took almost 15 minutes to beat the boss because everything was moving so slowly.
Wonder if that was a native thing or if it was just the problem with the emulator itself.
It was bad. It was the emulator, I think, because I think this was working fine. But it was definitely something where when I beat that boss, that was when Cass was like, okay, if you want to use like save states right now, I'm not going to blame you because I don't think you should go after that. I don't think you should have to fight that boss again like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, here's our mid boss.
Oh yeah, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it should be said, if you want to get a legitimate copy of this game, good luck because it's expensive as hell.
It's a cult classic.
Oh yeah, it didn't really. I don't remember if it sold very well back then. I kind of doubt it.
Oh dude, like the copies are rare. I think. Let me look up real quick. Einhander, eBay.
And I don't think it got a re-release on PSN either, which kind of a shame. Like Square neglected a whole bunch of its franchises outside of Final Fantasy and whatnot to represent.
Because I think this is seriously a good game.
Yeah, and I'm still pissed that they didn't do that with Brave Fencer Mushashi.
Nice.
Like, what the fuck?
Ah, geez, one of his misses.
Oh no!
Aw.
Rats.
And just when I was about to make some use out of my hedgehog.
Oh. By the way, one of the cheapest I could find was $90 on eBay.
There you have it.
It's
I would whistle if I can, but I can't.
Yeah, and also it was around this time that unfortunately I guess I wasn't paying attention, and I took a cheap death and died. I probably could have done so much better, and this video would have been a little longer.
Damn it, Logan, keep your eye on the prize.
I wasn't on my A game, so I'm just gonna let it run. But yeah, that was a little look at what Einhander is. There's at least like 6 or 7 more stages. There's some pretty epic boss fights, but yeah, this definitely goes to the difficulty of the classic shoot 'em up. But for that, I think it succeeded.
And thus the world exploded.
Yeah, again.
Hope you feel happy.
Aw.
That is not happy end.
I know. But with that said, thank you so much for watching this little look at Einhander. I would give it a good recommendation to give it a look-see, give it a try. And with that said, I was Lucky Jack 20.
Highway Princess Lita. I wasn't sure who was going first there.
And I'm James Mainstream.
Take care.
Till next time, everybody.
Bye bye.